So I ain't even gonna hold y'all. Me and God been wrestling. Like me and God been wrestling. Excuse me. God told me to do something, and I did it. And He sent confirmation that what I did was gonna come to pass. So I took the half a mustard seed faith that I had, and I bumped it up, and I watered it. I got excited for it, and then the thing didn't turn out the way He told me it was. Well, the thing didn't turn out the way I expected it to turn out. So I immediately went into a fit. I immediately began to question God. I immediately went into questioning God. And in the midst of me doing all this, God said, so as soon as something goes wrong, or as soon as I say no, the first thing you're going to do is curse me, you too. And I said, no, God. He said, well, that's what you're doing. The first time God said no, I folded. When it's not the first time that He says no, you should fold, is really, you should really go more into worship. I'm talking about, He was like, worship me, and I was like, I don't really feel like it. He was like, repent, and I was like, I didn't feel like doing none of the things. So I spoke to my daughter, right? And she said, your flesh wants you to go to hell, and it's not even going with you. Trust me, that's not something I wanted to hear in that moment, but I took it in, and everything that I was spewing out of my mouth was rejection. It was the lie that the devil wanted me to believe. And I had to dig deep down in my core and realize I reject God because when things don't go my way, because at the end of the day, I ultimately do not believe Him. And I felt so bad. I had to repent. At the end of the day, I had to come to grips with saying, I don't trust you, God. I don't believe you. So now I'm on this journey where today I said, you know what, God? I'm having a hard time, but I'm going to trust you. Just because I know you're a man who doesn't lie, I'm going to trust you. All I've known my whole life is lies. So it's hard for me not to believe the lie. It's hard for me to accept truth. So today, I told Him, I'm going to just trust you. I don't know what to expect at this point. I don't even know what to do. All I can do is be obedient until He gives me the next steps to do. But I had to share that with someone because we make it seem like following God is all good and you're supposed to be positive at all times. But let me tell you something. I ain't feel like being positive. I ain't feel like worshiping. I ain't feel like praising. I ain't feel like doing none of that. I wanted to be in my flesh. But my flesh just wants me to go to hell, and it's not even going with me. Crazy, right? So now I'm in a season where I need to remind God what He said. God, you told me that if you love the lilies, you take splendor in me. God, I wrote down a few scriptures on what to say because I had to ask myself, like, I don't know what God said. But I read it. Let me see. I was reading my Bible this morning and I came across a few scriptures where I felt like I had to remind Him. But what I was struggling with right here in my book, rejection, doubt, and fear. Now I got to remind God, you will give rain in due season. Your land shall increase and my trees shall yield fruit. God, you said you'll respect unto me and you'll make me fruitful and multiply my establishment and my covenant with you. You're the God who sustained us in the wilderness, and I lacked nothing. My clothes were not waxed or old, and my feet was not swole. God, you gave the good spirit to instruct me, and you withheld not manna from my mouth, and gave me water when I thirst. Like, I gotta go and remind God what He did and what He said. And sometimes when He don't open the door of heaven that you wanted, it's hard to do that. But the devil will convince you not to do it. The devil will convince you, God don't want you to have that. God don't want you to do this. I know God is the final say in everything. And just because I didn't get approved this time around, I'm going to go back to my Father because I'm His daughter. And whatever my heart desires, I shall have it if it's in His will. And I'm sure it's in His will to provide for me. So today and for the next 3 days, I'm going to go back and remind God what He did for them, my ancestors in the past, the Israelites before me. And I'm going to remind Him what He said. And that's that. The devil might have had me for a day or two, couple of hours, but he won't do it again. He won't do it again. So I don't know who needed to hear that, but mind your tongue when you're upset. And sometimes you gotta, like I said, God put me in a season where I had to shift the atmosphere. So I need to shift the atmosphere, and then I need to remind God what He said and what He did. So sometimes we're in that season, and it's not that He didn't approve me, and it's not that He didn't give me what I said. It's maybe I ain't want it hard enough. I just do believe God is stretching my faith, and He is teaching me that without Him I can't do anything, and without Him nothing will move until He moves it. And at the end of the day, you know what? I'm okay with Him teaching me that, because I have believed a lie for so long. Yeah, I need you to go and show up and show out in my life, so I know it's only you, God. So only you get the glory, God. Ain't you Alpha and Omega, God? Jehovah Jireh, you say shalom? Yeah, come on through, Daddy. Abba, Father, I love you. But yeah, I hope that helped.